Paul gets in, another wide open three.
Pierre Cardin.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Hello, sports fans. Let's talk a little bit about defense. I know something about defense. Trust me about this. First, you got to build a wall. And I don't know about this Yusuf Nurkic guy, if he's got the ability or the stamina. For my money, I want to go bigger. I want to go with a great big wall. Bull 2024. Talk amongst yourselves, Aussies.
But I can't believe we got him.
And he's gone.
Thank you, Donald J. Trump, for kicking off this version of the Aussie Suns Fans podcast live from Phoenix, Arizona. For me, it was great to just kick off. I'm besties with Matt Ishbia now, and now I'm besties with Donald Trump too.
Well, that's it. And also, I'm about to say to Nate, he's over there by himself without you. You must be like a bad luck charm because he's fucking rubbing shoulders with Ishbia, with big DJT. He got him on the pod. Mate, you need to step up your game next time you visit.
I've got nothing to say to that. Fuck you.
Fucking hell. Rex Chapman. Rex
is my well, I'm not Rex's bestie. He's my second bestie, but he's Justin's bestie. But I'm more than happy to take Matt Ishbia as my bestie. I'm going to embrace that. Welcome everybody to the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. As you can see, I'm on my shitty laptop camera. It's back to the old days, shitty audio, shitty laptop camera. Although actually my audio is probably better because I'm on the headphones. But we are here with Boyd and Nate. How we doing, lads? You're going well over there in sunny Singapore and sunny Brisbane, where I'm in freezing fucking cold Phoenix, and I never thought I'd be in Phoenix and say that.
It's actually not too bad here. It's raining, but the temperature at this time of year is quite bearable, like high 20s instead of mid 30s all the time. I was wondering why everyone in the pods was wearing beanies. Like all the other pods, people wearing. Lizzie was wearing a beanie, wearing beanies on the PHNX pod. I was like, is it really that cold in Phoenix?
I will say it's fucking cold. It's about for the Americans that have joined us, just tune out here because obviously the rest of the world uses normal degrees Celsius. It's about 10 degrees here at the moment outside.
Oh, yeah.
So today was a sunny but a crisp 15 degrees. But most of the days have been about 17, 18 degrees. So it hasn't been too bad.
You're from Melbourne. You're used to it.
Yeah. I've been wearing shorts and a T-shirt and sort of 18 degrees, and everyone else has got beanies and jumpers and pants and long socks, and it's all been happening. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody that's watching online, listening later, all that sort of stuff. If you are online, click like, click subscribe. Guys, I guess a bit of a wrap or a wrap of what's happened so far. So I've checked out 2 games. I went to the Portland game, obviously a couple of days ago. At that Portland game, the Suns did look after me. They took me down. I got to sit courtside in Matt Ishbia's seats for the warm-up, where Book, Bradley Beal, Josh Okogie, Chimezi Metu, who else was there? Nasir Little. These guys warmed up like a meter from us. Grayson Allen was another one. It was a great experience just to sit courtside and watch all of that happen. I got to meet Matt Ishbia. I got to meet Josh Bartelstein. I once again met the great Rex Chapman. Then we did a bit of a tour down underneath. So went through all of the bar areas downstairs that look after all of the guys that get courtside seats from row 1 to 5. and the little special rooms that they get access to, which was phenomenal. What they get access to, in saying that, they pay a hell of a lot of money per game for those tickets, so you could probably understand why. Did a bit of a tour of all the suites upstairs, which was awesome. Got to have a look at how that's all set up, and also found out that when we come over here with a group of sort of 10 or 11 of us, we could probably get one of those suites for sort of $300 each and just hire one out for the day and run amok, which would be great.
Nice.
And
we'll find 10 people if we can't get 10 Aussies.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just find 6 or 7 others. But did a whole tour of the stadium, which was amazing. Picked up some Suns merch, which is always amazing. And yeah, it was just such a great experience. So, and speaking to the guys that I've been speaking to at the Suns, anyone else who comes over here, make sure you let me know if you're coming over, because they're more than happy to sort of create some experiences for you guys as well. So, which is great for us. Anyone as an Aussie Suns fan that's heading over to watch some games.
Gavin.
Yes, Boyd.
I've got a couple of things. Did you give the boys any tips from the sideline? Any fucking?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you did.
definitely.
Good.
I did spend a lot of time just trying to catch their fragrance, but I did give some tips. Yeah.
When dogs sniff each other's bums, you were sort of circling and fucking
kind of a little bit
tail
like
flagging.
that. Yeah, a little bit like that. A little bit of friendly advice. Explaining to the guys about how it's best not to fuck spiders. And yeah, it was pretty special. But look, tomorrow I'm again going to catch up. We're going to the Heat game. No Jimmy Butler. Kevin Durant's questionable at the moment. But once again, one of the Suns super fans, Veronica Suns Tutu, has hooked myself and my eldest boy up with a couple of tickets. Suns fans are the best, man. Just the amount that people go out of their way to support and provide support to Suns fans that come over. I mean, unbelievable the amount that these guys will do just in order to make you feel comfortable and make you feel at home. And I'm getting that tomorrow, and then afterwards, hopefully, we'll be catching up with quite a number of the guys, the podcast guys. So obviously the Sun Sham guys, Lissy and Voida, Justin from Fanning the Flames. Hopefully Dan might make an appearance. Hopefully John Bloom is coming along as well, and we're all going to grab some drinks after the game, which will be amazing.
Hey, I heard that you've been shafted by the Suns Jam boys. They fucked you over. You could probably sniff fucking Lissy from where you were sitting. He was in the same stadium, and he just went, "Nah, I'm not going to come down and fucking say hello and give you a hug." He fucked you over. Voida fucked you over as well. He didn't go to the game at all. So how do you feel about that, Gav? And what would you like to say to the guys at Sunday?
I feel quite comfortable with that because I've met Mr. Voida a couple of times, and I know that unless he was crook, he would have showed up, and I know that he was desperate to show up and say hello. And as for Lissy, he was in a far better area of the stadium than what I was, and I completely understand why he wouldn't have come up to that area.
You said before, Gav, that the Suns are going to try and give us some special experiences for us when we travel over and whatnot. My expectations at the moment, I want to hug with Ishbia like you got to rub shoulders with him.
Yeah, you're not getting that. You're not as special as me.
I also, man, I want to. If Lissy's in the fucking building and he doesn't fucking show up, I'm blocking him on Twitter if you can do that still. He's fucking dead to me. I'd be so upset, Gavin. I would have fucking went home and cried.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay
with
it because we've got the special plans for tomorrow night, which is far more special than us rushing a meeting at halftime of a game. So you might get upset, but we're going to do something far more special.
Well,
that was very special.
It's a
That
special.
was very special indeed.
So clearly the whole world's having internet issues, not just Australia, where he normally drops out.
So Nate, let's just fucking
So-
kick on with the pod without him.
All right, Marco, let's go.
It's probably best that way. Oh,
You know what I said? I got so upset with the way you disrespected the Suns Jam guys then that I booted myself from the fucking thing.
I just got called a
Yeah,
A cuck nugget.
cuck nugget. Oh no, that
Cuck
was
nugget. So you're a
Listen,
nugget that
was
sits in the
working.
corner and watches.
And he knew we were going for beers tomorrow night. So you are a cuck nugget. No, I'm hoping to beat EJ and K Ray at tomorrow's game. I didn't get to see K Ray walk past yesterday's game, so hoping to catch up with him tomorrow if we're there. But basically, they've sent a message and said, "Hey, if you see us, just give us a shout out." So I'm hoping to see them walk past tomorrow.
nice.
Let's talk about the couple of games that we have seen this week. So obviously against Portland, fantastic win. Against the Clippers, unfortunately, my undefeated streak at Footprint has come to an end after that Clippers game yesterday. The first quarter sort of cost us. How did you two see those games? Let's start with you, Nate.
Well, I mean, the first thing I wanted to say was to rub some shit in your face and ask you how you felt about the back-to-back bowl sightings, because that motherfucker turned out.
Still
games
can't
in a
play
row.
fucking defense to save his fucking life.
He tried to box out.
Look, I wanted to see Nurk a little more useful or consistent in that last game. I know if he didn't seem to sacrifice too many minutes to bowl. Like he still played 24, but it looked like all the efficiency of the stats.
Entire last quarter. We played fucking bowl the entire last quarter. God, it made me scared.
Like I said, that's when I was watching the rotations and I was watching the score. I'm like, how do you do? Because you want your big man in there for the D, but what they were doing was also working. It was a bit too up and down that last game. I would like to see it a little more consistent, but again, I think there was a lot to take away that was positive without just going, oh, it's another L. I mean, the way they actually rallied together and fought back from what they let happen early on, I take that as a positive. How long is this hamstring tightness going to go on with KD, though?
Well, they did upgrade it.
We're again being robbed of
today.
seeing... Sorry?
They upgraded. They listed him as questionable, but upgraded it to a strain rather than soreness.
Okay. So again, the disappointment there is that Bradley Beal's starting to kick off, and we don't have KD in there. If KD comes back, does Bol play as many minutes? Are you going to be upset about that?
Am I going to be upset?
Yeah.
No. Well, put it this way.
I can't believe you won't suck it up and say he's got some usefulness.
Offensively,
I mean, the guy is actually playing well.
Nice things. He did some nice things offensively. He got cooked on the defensive end again. I'm not going to suck it up. Put him on the end of the bench where he fucking belongs.
We're finally getting some bench production. We're finally getting some depth, and you're still not going to jump on.
No, put him at the end of the bench.
Look, with Bol guys, he's it's really nice. It's fucking really nice. I want to see some consistency with it though. Like fuck, we've seen some really bad bowl. Probably 2 or 3 really bad bowl games. That's probably all of them prior to this little spurt. Now we've seen 2 good ones. Now
Don't say they're good. They were okay. They weren't good.
Given the minutes, I will say they were good. They were good. And you know what? The sun shines on a dog's arsehole every now and then. So I mean, it could just be like a little bit of fucking a purple patch. You might have got fucking lucky. Who knows?
Voida, I need you to jump on the live stream right now, Voida, and help me sort this shit out.
Well,
Void
hey,
is turning.
at least
Void
Boyd's
is
learned
turning.
what purple patch means now.
This is what I will give Bol. he absolutely injected life into the crowd. So against
Yeah,
the
you were there.
Clippers, it was flat. And then Bol in the third quarter did a couple of little things, and that crowd lit up. It was, and it did change the momentum. I'll give him that. I'll pay that.
Oh, yeah. It's probably great if you're there, but I'm here in fucking stinking hot Brisbane.
That's only because you're a tight ass and no one will shout you to fucking fly over and then shout all your beers.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can almost get a shouted flight. It's more so the beer side of things I'm trying to work out. I drink a few of them, so it's it'll probably outweigh the flights.
Yeah, they're not big. They're not big on non-alcoholic beers over here, though, mate.
Yeah, fuck off with that. Fuck that guy. Hey, yeah. So look, Bol could just be a flash in the pan, if you ask me. And I'm just going to roll straight into my little weekly take. Our four-game win streak, boys, really fucking nice. After us going loss, win, loss, and we're all losing our collective minds. We're fucking losing our shit, right?
Well, you were as cranky as I've ever seen you.
I was pissed, man. I was fucking pissed. And then we got 4 wins. But look back at the 4 wins, and they'll buy 11 plus or whatever. They were comfortable wins, and a couple of them were against teams that were over 500. But it was Orlando, it was Houston, it was fucking these middle
Houston's
Charlotte.
Actually doing very well lately. They're climbed the Western standings quite a lot.
I think that's what he's saying. I think that's
exactly
what he's sort of saying. Yeah.
That's what I said. A couple
That's
of them
kind of what he's saying, mate.
are over 500
He doesn't
teams.
say very well.
But they're also teams that, there's a certain expectation that they're not going to maintain that. I mean, they're coming good this year. They've rebuilding teams with guys who are starting to find their stride. But we're past that point. We should really be putting them away even better. Now, we all saw quarters where it was really good. We saw quarters where the Beal and Booker project looked like it was sinking well, but we saw some shitters as well. Like there was still that fucking that shit that we were cringing at at the start, just after the start.
Our first quarter against the Clippers was horrible.
Our first
half was horrible.
That first half was fucked. Look, that's the game that I think we should talk about more so than the other games. They were nice for us. The other games were nice for us to find our feet and get a little bit of cohesion with Beal back in the lineup, I think. And it was great. But the Clippers game, man, everyone's going on about how fucking good Book was, and it was brilliant looking at it on paper with fucking 11 from 15. Super efficient. Why the fuck are you taking 15 shots, man? And a lot of them fucking coming in the second half.
Yeah, well, that I was going to say, he had 6 points really early and looked amazing, and then basically didn't shoot the ball again for the rest of the first half.
I know, and this is that's probably a maturity thing with Book. Like at the moment, he's trying to be as efficient as possible because he had a couple of stinkers.
Yeah, and he knows he was coming off the back of 2 stinkers as well, so he's probably trying to find a different rhythm.
But when you're fucking 3 from 5 in the first quarter, and your team's getting deeper into a hole, leading up to the end of the first half, he needs it at that point. The last 6 minutes of that second quarter, he needed to fucking insert himself, and put his fucking foot on their throat. And fucking and test his fucking shot, because we all know he was feeling it in that second half. If he had have only stepped on the fucking gas or the petrol or whatever the fuck you want to call it, 5 minutes left in the second half, we would have fucking won that game, man. We would have won that game. So I think whilst he played brilliant, he needs to learn when he's not that point god CP3 man, and he has to be that number 1 shooting guard in the competition that we saw last season.
Maybe if he had his cock in a condom to warm it up before the game, we would have seen Big Book a little earlier. Thanks for that one.
Yeah, well, it is cold over here. Gents, who was your player of the week?
I'm going to give it to Bol, just because he turned up. and you hate it. I'm going to say because you hate it, and let's face it, he had 2 very good games for him.
Hey, I'm going to be a little bit different, and Bill didn't shoot that efficiently last game, but I think given the 2 injuries that he's been offered with, and one being a back issue, and the other being that really badly rolled ankle, I think that he's done like an exceptional job of inserting himself back into that lineup and finding cohesion fairly quickly. Like, he was moving really well. If his shot was falling last game, it's a different story again. And we're definitely, if his shot was falling last game, we definitely win, and we're definitely all giving him Player of the Week, because I think that he's just been a seamless fit back into the rotation. So I'm going to give it to Bradley Beal, numbers aside, just because that's got to be tough coming back into a squad after them injuries. So
I'm actually with you, Boyd. I'm giving it to Bradley Beal. I'm giving it to Bradley Beal. He wasn't that efficient against the Clippers, but the main reason for me, and it leads into our next piece, is one of the things we were so worried about was the spirit in the team. Bradley Beal changed that spirit completely. He just has so much fun out in the basketball court. And you can see the shift in the entire team just with the way that guy plays the game. And I don't know whether you guys saw it this week, but he plays this game with so much joy.
He does. It's a big contrast change from what we see with Durant. Looks like he's stoned every game. He's just sort of lumbering around the court.
He probably is.
Booker's got the assassin eyes, and he's not taking fucking shit from anyone really. Like, there's no real fucking, oh fuck, I want to give you a hug after that one. Book's running back and he's fucking eyeing some other cunt off that he wants to take on next. There's no, he doesn't sort of instill that joy that you were talking about, Gav. So yeah, I definitely saw it. He's a bit more. I'm guessing as a teammate, he'd be a bit more approachable, a bit more. Oh yeah, Brad. You know, people probably, you know, feel more open to be happy around Beal, I guess.
You can see the players walking up to Brad going, "Oh, Booker swore at me again. What did he really mean by that?"
He was it's I've really enjoyed watching Bradley Beal back out on the court, and he looks comfortable in himself. So I think these 2 games, I didn't watch the game feeling like Bradley Beal would be injured.
You didn't watch the game thinking he'd get injured.
Yeah, so I think with Beal, we've all sort of watched the games going, is he going to be okay? Anything bad happens, he might get hurt, blah, blah. I watched these 2 games and went, there's a whole heap of confidence in what he's actually doing on the court.
Yeah.
It's like Durant, right? Like Durant, early doors, sort of maybe at times you went, he's kind of half holding back, particularly last year. This year, this is same old KD, right? And I just think they're going, have a couple of games off now. I think he's got hamstring soreness, but I don't think it's anything overly too concerning. I think they're just going, you know what, KD, you've carried the team. Beal and Booker back now. Just have a few games off.
You see,
I'm seeing that with Beal as well, where he actually looks comfortable out on the floor.
I wouldn't read too much into what they put on paper as the injury being. I think a lot of it's fluffed around just getting some players some rest. That's honestly what.
And that's what I'm trying to say. I think they're just resting KD for a couple of games.
You see, Brooklyn just got 100K for not even start. I thought the new rules was
but they left out like 4 rotation players.
Yeah, but I didn't like I said, I didn't know that the rules stipulated rotation. I thought it was a more all-star. They actually had a tag. They had to have been in an all-star for one of the previous 3 seasons or some shit like that. And it was
no.
star players missing games, resting games. But I didn't know that it was going to go as far as pinching them for rotation guys. But yeah, I think be careful about what you put on paper and what you put in the injury reports. That's fine. And look, I'm not going to read too much into it. Like if it comes back with an ACL fucking tear, okay, okay, that's different. But yeah, these little niggles. So I think these little muscle here or sore this, yeah, wouldn't read too much into it this season.
So, really, I haven't done any research. I know we're playing Miami. Who else have we got coming up after Miami?
Good question.
Before we were potting.
Grizzlies.
I know we've got
Memphis
the
in their
Grizz,
homestand.
we got the Grizz, the Clippers, and the Lakers over the next
Yes,
week.
the Clippers,
Yeah, the Grizzlies.
Lakers, and Portland, all our next 3 on the road.
And that's a back-to-back on Sunday, Monday. No, I mean Monday, Tuesday.
No.
We've got Saturday, Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it is back to back. So we travel overnight. Well, not overnight. What is it? It's a couple of hours to Memphis.
So, how do you see this week going, gents? Let's start with you, Nate.
The Heat. I mean, I think we'll take that one at home. No Butler. I think they're. I don't see any level of consistency coming out of Miami that should scare us at this point, especially when we're starting to find ours. The Grizzlies is going to be interesting because it'll be the first time we get to see Ja Morant back on the team versus us, and it'll be on our court. So that'll be fun. Let's hope he doesn't pull out a gun in the locker room or parade around the court flexing pistols. The rematch for the Clips is going to be interesting, though. So two games in the Staples / crypto, whatever you want to call it. The Lakers have always given us trouble, but they're a bit all over the place, whereas the Clippers have been a bit more consistent now. They seem to have found what works. I know in the commentary they're going on about Russ being the bigger man and moving back to the bench to make the fit for James Harden better and all that. But I think that's going to be a key game. We need to play a full squad against them and get that one back. So, I mean, I don't know how many you want to project out, but I can see us dropping 1 in the next week. Yeah, I know 2 or 3 in 1.
I got a sweep of wins. I'm looking forward to seeing Busy back. Like in that, fuck Ja Morant. Like take as many shots as you want. We're fucking. You can't just we know as Suns fans, you can't fucking beat a team with one guy. And we couldn't do it against the Clippers with fucking two of our fucking guys. But so yeah, look, I'm not too worried about Ja Morant and his supporting cast. I'm just excited to see Busy stood up against us and him and Nurk go at it all game. Portland game, an easy win. The Clippers, the revenge game. That's the one that I really, really want to see, and I want to see it back with KD. And I think that we flip the script and do them worse than they did us. I think it's the big 3. That's going to be their big game there. But
in LA,
what's that?
In LA,
yeah. Look, man, we didn't defend well against them last time, but they fucking also they were fucking on one. They were shooting the fucking lights out. You look at their fucking 3, they were fucking 50-something% for the game. We were in that first
60
half.
Something in the first half, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were 20%. We were 20% in the first half, and we were 60% in the second half, respectively. But it just wasn't enough. The hole was too fucking big. Another quarter, maybe a different story, but yeah. Anywho, yeah, I've got us for all W's, Gav.
All W's. Yeah, look, I think exactly what Staff says. The biggest thing for us is I think our schedule over the next sort of 2 to 3 weeks is a lot of West contenders. We need to stack up as many wins as we can.
Mm-hmm.
because when it comes to tie breaks and all that sort of shit, the Suns just have to win games here. So we need a healthy team, and I know that as Joel said, Vogel said he did have some soreness. No doubt he had some soreness. With the 2 weeks that we have coming up, it wouldn't surprise me that he rests again tomorrow against Miami. And then we see KD back, and we have a real focus over the next 2 weeks of this run of games.
So
we really need to take those Clippers and Lakers games to move up in the West. I mean, Portland and Memphis.
Next week's important. Next week is
the bottom
really,
of the West
really
anyway.
important. I'm going to go that we go undefeated because KD comes back after the Miami game on Sunday. But Jimmy Butler's not playing tomorrow. I think we can potentially get Miami tomorrow, even without Durant. And then we see the Suns really load up over the next sort of 2 weeks with the big 3.
There we go.
So that's,
you got us all
that's
wins
me.
as well. You got us all wins.
Yeah, well, until I get back, Boyd, yes, I think all wins.
Hey, did I tell you guys I've got League Pass now?
You fucking don't have League Pass.
I fucking
You
do.
absolutely
I was on it
don't have
yesterday.
League Pass.
I do.
Whose password
And
did you steal?
Mine.
Gavin's. I was looking for you behind TC and K Ray on the pre.
Wait,
and
did
the
you
halftime.
did you see me on the jumbotron?
No.
Which feed
Oh
are you
no.
watching?
No, I was watching the Eddie Johnson narrated
Yeah,
one.
so the in arena one, because we were on myself and Ollie, my little bloke, we were on the jumbotron in the last quarter.
Well, I must have missed that. I might watch it back.
Staff's
I've
seen
got
it.
League Pass now. I can fucking do
Staff's
that.
seen it. Me and the young bloke, we were there. He got Gorilla $100 and a hug and a high five from the Gorilla, and then the cheerleader gave us like 2 T-shirts.
Hey, you want to know something funny? I'm sitting there. I stood up and walked up to the TV on my League Pass, and
On your League Pass, right?
I said to my family, I said, "Hey guys, we're looking out for Gavin and his boy in the background there. We're looking out for him. Tell me if you see him." They don't know what you fucking look like, by the way. I didn't think it.
No,
I was asking them. Anyways, and that guy that guy that Boyder was talking about with the take the fucking headband off Booker. My missus was just vibing off of my energy, I think, and she goes, "Is that him there in that brown jacket holding up that sign?" And I looked and I went, "That's not him." And I looked at her and I'm like, "Oh fuck, she doesn't know what he fucking looks like." Jesus. Anyway, yeah, no, we had a bit of fun on my.
No, we were jumbo trying to get for those Aussie Suns fans that are checking out the game. Check out the pre-game tomorrow. I'm going to try and get in behind TC and Tom Leander, and we'll probably try the after game as well, because we're going to have to sort of hang around while the Suns Jam do their podcast anyway before we go for beers. So check us out on those. I'm sure we'll be in the background somewhere being dickheads.
Did you just change hats?
Yes, I did, sir.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Are
did.
you just showing us that you have more than one piece of Suns memorabilia now, or?
Yes. Oh, and also, look, I've been really wanting to wear this Mitchell and Ness one. I love the fitted ones, but it's a bit tight, a big head. And it's a bit tight. And this A-frame fucker, it's just looser and it's more comfortable.
Get a haircut. Usually fixes it.
All right.
Or just shrink your massive head.
Yeah. Hey,
So I'm not hanging around for the after games because Justin said we're leaving.
what?
So check out the pre-game. I'll try and get there for the pre-game. Gents, the stock market.
Off the
Nate,
top of the
you
head.
can go first. Off the top of the head. Number one. I'll answer that shortly, Joel. Off the top of the head, number one, Bradley Beal.
Oh, stock's definitely up. I think you've Yep. So stocks up. I think I've sat before because everyone was expecting to see what we're seeing now. Probably worth topping up a little because he's on the improve, and we know it's only going to get better. So there's no harm in buying more. I think you summed it up with everything you said before about the sort of when he first came back, there was an element of fragility about him where he kind of looked half in it, half out. And the last couple of games we've seen full in, being the motivation on the team, being some spirit on the team, and seeing him improve. So stock's definitely up, and no hurt in topping up on purchases.
Boyd.
Yeah, look, I think he's up, and he can't be down. I mean, he hasn't been the Bradley Beal of Washington, obviously, because he's in a completely different thing with stars and all that sort of stuff. And but yeah, I think that they're slightly up, and I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy now because I think that it gets a lot better from here. I'm so excited. So I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy a lot, as much as I can.
I'm with you, Boyd. I think his stocks are up. I don't think they've shot through the roof or anything, because maybe people haven't seen what we've seen as Suns fans. But I think that they are going to go absolutely fucking ballistic soon. And Boyd, even your bet about Bradley Beal versus Tyler Hero might start to be challenged, because I can really see Bradley Beal hitting his straps over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think it'll be great. So I'm going to buy now, even though they're up. But I think they're up, but I think it's still worth buying now because they're going to go way higher. Way higher.
Way higher.
This one is really going to hurt me. Bowl. Nate.
Well, like I said, I gave him my player of the week because, you've been off him the whole time, and I've been, you know what, we're not going to find anyone better, so there's no harm in leaving him on the end of the bench, giving him some minutes and see if he produces. Well, he got an opportunity to produce, and he did. Now, granted, he didn't win us that last game, but he has produced, and previously he has not. So his stock is definitely up. Can't deny that. Even as a hater, you can't deny his stock's up.
Are you buying?
Yeah, it's a penny stock, so why not fucking jump on? I'll throw some pennies in and see and roll the dice and see where they end up by the end of the season.
Boyd.
Okay. I think they've skyrocketed. And they're fucking flying at the moment. They are so overpriced, and it's hysteria, right? I'm selling it fucking all because of that.
Did you even have any?
No. I can't remember, mate. I don't fucking know. But if I did, they're all gone. Because I think he's just one of them players. Is fickle the right word? It could go fucking 2 steps backwards next game in the first 5 minutes type thing. We could all be back on the same bandwagon saying he's fucking dump him or trade him or fucking whatever.
Oh, I have no doubt we'll all end up there again.
I'll check my purse, and if I got any in there, I'll sell the cunts.
So, fuck you, Aaron. I'm not going to say how good he is. I'm going to say his stocks are up. His stocks are definitely up. And if it wasn't for the fact that I dumped them out and said that he was even removed from the stock market, which means I have none to sell. But if I did have them to sell, and if any of you have them to sell the fuckers now, because it is going to get way worse. Way worse.
But
so sell now.
Gav, is there a part of you that wants to see him succeed if he just continues that type of play?
He wears a Phoenix Suns jersey. Of course I want to see him succeed.
Thank you. I wanted to hear
it. If this dude can become what people talk about, what they think he could become, I would be stoked. I just cannot see it ever happening.
He still looks like a girl, though. He looks like a Phoenix.
Well, he does things.
Let's give some context to the value of the stocks then. We've never done this. We're just going stocks up, down, buy, sell, whatever. Let's put some context to it. Let's look at our big three sitting on like $40 million salaries. So let's call that a percentage base. Let's take a look at Bol on his $200,000 salary next to it. We're talking about a 20-cent stock versus a $40 stock. I can afford to buy some 20-cent stocks if they're gonna, even if they fall. Who gives a shit? It's like buying crypto. Jump on and see what happens. So I'm going to say
You're not spending a lot. You're not spending a lot, so you're not losing a lot. Yeah, I get it. Is the Bol stock up, or is it still in the minus? No, it's up. It's above the minus now. He's back on the stock market. They've gone, yeah, all right, we'll take the stocks now and we'll sell them again. But that won't last long.
I just had a visual of Bol at the New York Stock Exchange ringing his bell.
All right. Nate, Drew Eubanks.
Oh, they have to be down. We've seen fuck all of him lately. I've been watching the games like staggered because obviously I'm back at work and I've been traveling. But I mean the Eubanks sightings and the effectiveness sightings staggered. So stock has to be down, especially with the let's use the word that Fucko said, hysteria around Bol. The shine has shifted. The minutes have definitely shifted. So stock's down. I'm obviously not going to sell while they're dropping. Because if whatever order you've said that Bol tapers off, Yanks becomes back to what he was, so his stock will go back up. So I'm just going to hold.
I think they are down, man. And you can we played fucking Nurkic, Azubuike, Bol, and then Eubanks. And I think Metu might have been spotted in center there for a bit before Eubanks. So they're fucking down. We played all of our fucking centers in yesterday's game.
Who was the last one to come into the game?
It was Bol, wasn't it? Eubanks, sorry. Yeah, no, yeah. That's the point that I was just making, and I fucking fucked it up. But, yeah, look, they're definitely down, and I'm going to buy. Because at the end of the day, we were hysteric about fucking Eubanks a little while ago. These things are like a merry-go-round. He'll have his down patches throughout the season. He'll come back and he'll be that second fiddle again. So yeah, look, I think I'm going to buy while they're fucking plummeted.
Drew's stocks are so far down; they're below Bol's.
Oh, fuck, buy more. I'll buy more.
They are so fucking low, and having got to sit there and witness whatever the fuck it is he's been dishing up in the last two games. All right, Drew, I got some advice.
Oh, here we go.
Either get out there and be aggressive and hit some cunts and use your fucking fouls, or sit the fuck down. Because Bol is ahead of you. Azubuike should be ahead of you, I agree. But there is no fucking way known that Bol should be ahead of you. So either get out on the fucking floor and hit some cunts, or you are being taken off the stock market. Now, I'm not going to buy right now because, fuck, man, you don't even look like it.
We invested a second-round pick into him for tampering, man. Like, I don't think he's going to be someone that we quite easily get off of, since we've just got that little bit more investment.
We're paying him nothing. No, who cares about that? Hit somebody. Play with some aggression.
We've been through
this
the ringer.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I sat fucking courtside and looked at this dude. He is a fucking monster.
Did you
even compared to fucking Nurkic, he is a monster.
Did you have any tips on the sideline? Were you like, you better?
I did. Hit some fuckers.
Yeah, good. Or I'll hit you. Yeah.
You got 6 fouls. Hit somebody.
Oh, fucking hell. Love it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Is there anyone else in the stock market? Because I've got a couple of stats.
One more. And what did you say? You got questions?
I've got a couple of stats I want to tell you. I want
Stats, okay. Okay. One more on the stock market. Nate, Chimezi Metu.
Oh, I mean, you have to say stocks are up. You got to start. Yeah, more than a start. Got a couple of starts. And he performed, and he's shooting threes. I mean, you were on
Man,
you were the first
that
one.
dude's shooting
you were on-
style is so fucking gorgeous.
You were on the Meadow train from the start of the season. I remember when we first started talking. You were the one saying Chimezi should be the fifth guy, and now he's getting a look in.
Gavin gets on everyone.
Gav's going skiing right now. Yeah, with
he'll create.
He's just wrapping the big dick around his face and sucking it from all angles.
Gavin gets on every fucking.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. You guys got on KBD, and I said no Chimezi, and everyone laughed at me.
I was on what
and Chimezi is that's even worse.
Well, it is now.
What I'm saying is that you create your little fucking societies, associations on each one of these guys as prospect, and you just create that account and you put it over the side there. And as soon as they fucking hit a three, you're like, "Whoa, I'm the fucking president of this one." Whoa, I'm the
No.
That's what
I only did that with Josh Okogie when he wore a mask. Anyway, Nate, keep going.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, good. So yeah, stocks are obviously way up. I think I've been sitting on the very, very little amount of stock that I had. I'm reluctant to buy because they're high, and we just seeing so much fluctuation in our big rotation at the moment. If I buy more now, he's likely to end up on the bench again, not see 3 minutes, and I've wasted all my money. So I've probably missed the opportunity to buy on this one. But it's good to see stock rising, and it's actually translating into good basketball for us.
Boyd.
Yeah, I think they're up, but I'll still buy. And I think he should have got a lot more burn against the Clippers. I thought he looked really, really good in that first quarter. Came in, splashed a couple of threes. That was it. The alley-oop dunk from.
Yes, it was.
And it just when you talk about joy being sparked. I feel like
the stadium went nuts when that happened.
Yeah, and I just thought that does world's good for chemistry. Guys are a bit more pumped on the next play because I like what he brings as far as the vibe, the Marbo, the vibe. You know what I mean? So yeah, look, I think that they're up. Even though it's not a massive statistical uptick, I'm still gonna buy some Chimezi Metu stocks.
I love it. I already, as everybody knows, I already bought the Chimezi stock. It is up. I'm gonna hold where I'm at right now. I'm not gonna buy anymore.
Do you want to sell and make some money?
Boyd.
You would anyone hold all the stock?
I do agree with you, Boyd. It was really strange. They played so many KBD minutes, but I think they had a real fear of what Kawhi Leonard would do on the offensive end. That they put KBD in those minutes, and KBD was contributing nothing else but trying to defend Kawhi.
Yeah,
my problem was that Chimezi started and Kawhi didn't score in the whole first quarter. And then he put KBD in.
So the unnecessary switch.
Didn't need to do it. Is what I'm trying to say. But
I still reckon you should sell half your stock and make some coin to reinvest.
Now I'm going to.
You were the only one holding all the stocks, so you're in a good position to actually make some coin.
By the end of the year will be worth so much money, and I'm going to come back to Phoenix in May when we're in the title run.
Me too. I'm coming too.
Okay, so mailbag today. Most of the questions so far have been directed at me. So, what's your favorite part about being in Phoenix? My favorite part is the people. The people of Phoenix are so welcoming. They go out of their way. They support you. And Nate will know this. They do so much to make you feel welcome.
Unless there's a flight of stairs that you have to walk down to go and meet up with someone, yeah?
Oh,
yeah,
fucking
unless Lucy has to get a elevated down.
Big list dog. Yeah.
How are the kids liking the trip? They love it. So the NBA experience has been their highlight without doubt. But we've also, one thing I've done on this trip that I haven't done before has gone and seen some sights. We went up to a couple of the hiking places over the last couple of days. Amazing views, amazing photos. The kids have loved it. Honestly, people might look at Phoenix and go, well, there's LA with Disney and all that sort of stuff. There's so much cool shit to actually do here in Phoenix. So if you're thinking about it, you got kids, even if you don't have kids, come along. It's fucking well worth it, dudes. Honestly. From my brother, how good is Bol Bol since Gavin went to the US? New favorite. No, he's not.
Your son was giving you shit too about the whole.
Yeah, I know. He's been giving me shit non-stop. What's my
That's my
favorite
boy. I'm
non-Suns?
claiming
What's my favorite non-Suns highlight of my holiday so far? Has actually been the scenery, the stuff we've got to go and visit. Maybe in summer wouldn't be so good because it would burn your face off where we've been. But
Like our last trip.
in winter, yeah, like our last trip. But in winter, it's fantastic. The other thing I will say is, and apologies to Saul, who gave Justin a whole heap of shit, but I went back to JT's wings. It was fucking sensational.
Did you go with Justin?
No, well, I just took the family there and I went, I'm going to give it a go. It was so fucking good.
it's because
Did you get inside this time?
You weren't as drunk.
No, we still sat outside.
And you can
Okay.
remember.
It was so good. Okay, so
We
question
got a good
was-
chance
that's
of
it.
keeping this pod inside an hour.
That's it. That's it for the questions. So, gents, who am I?
Oh shit, man! I got to get back to work.
We're almost done, Nate. Who am I? Chat, remember, if you answer and you're wrong, you go to the back of the line. It's up to you guys. Are you ready, gents?
Ready, steady, go.
Yeah, 7.5
Question one.
minutes.
No Googling, chat. Don't be fucking assholes about it. I was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets with the 8th pick in the 1988 draft. Correct, Boyd. 5 points. Boyd is on fire. I had to honor Rex. My other clues were I was NBA All-Rookie second team. I played with Charlotte, Washington, Miami, and Phoenix. I hit one of the greatest shots in Suns playoff history, and I wore number 3 for the Suns, and am now considered one of the Suns' greatest social media influencers.
He was
But Boyd
they,
nailed that.
they had a little bit of a write up on him as one of the originals or whatever at the Hornets game that I saw on the broadcast. So yeah, no, that was and I kind of thought you're that cheesy cunt that'll fucking throw in that thing because you got to fucking rub shoulders with him.
I was going to do a bit of Malaysia.
Before the pod, talking about the guy.
Follow each other on Twitter now. You fucking you like each other's stuff.
Like and retweet each other's stuff. Yeah, we do it.
I'm still that creepo in the fucking window peering in at you, trying to get a fucking reaction every now and then.
Hey, Boyd.
I would kill everyone in this room for a drop of sweet beer.
So, Homer, please feel free to tell us anything.
Who do you want to have a beer with, Boyd?
This is off the.
I want to have a beer with Lizzie. I want to have a beer with List Dog, and reason being is it is winter there, and he has been rocking some beanies. He's got this little funny little fucking Vanilla Ice fucking chin hair going on, and it, like I said before, it's giving me Eminem vibes. Voida was rapping on the pod the other day, and I was just fucking like, yeah, I want to have a beer with B Rabbit.
Nate, who do you want to have a beer with?
Well, I got to admit, I've been very jealous of all the photos and posts you've been putting up. But even before you went over, when you said you were going to do like a New Year's Day catch up with all the pod guys Now you're catching up with the pod guys again after the game tomorrow. That's what I'm jealous of. That's where I'd like to be drinking the beer with all you pod fellas.
Look, I just want to have a beer with those guys, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. So I'll report back, let you know. I will
video.
I will video call you guys, just so that you can see how awesome it is.
Dope.
Time for the flog of the week, and trust me, they are ugly, very unattractive. Google their face when you're done here.
Who's your flog of the week, boy?
It's Lissy, List Dog. For not coming down saying hello. I don't give a fuck if you're working. It's one flight of stairs. Look, I put up a meme in our chat that basically said it had you being Pablo waiting for Lissy at halftime where you're supposed to meet. And, you know, the one where he's really sad and, you know, sitting on the swings and in the empty pool. That would have fucking killed my soul. And when I scrape up enough money to come over there and be a broke cunt over there, if that happens to me, man, I don't know what I'll do, man. I may not make it back to Australia. I may just go walk out in the desert until I fucking die of dehydration. It'll destroy me.
Nate, who's your flog of the week?
I have no idea, man. There's so many flogs to speak of this week, to be honest with you. I got nothing. I want to speak out of school, so no.
Why not? It's the way we fucking do things here.
Yeah.
My flog of the week is Jesus, Paul George. Just because I hate that motherfucker.
Hey, and he showed up against us.
Well, just on that, like we got spanked by Luca, and he's got that little Booker beef. He has a beef with fucking Paul George as well, and we just got spanked by them. Should Booker stop having beefs with cunts? Because they're just fucking getting us this season, I should say.
Yeah, well, if he keeps losing, yeah, he should.
Fuck. Hey, let me drop them stats on you real quick.
Drop some stats.
Shot selection. It's been bothering me. Shot selection. With a lot of the fucking ISO, the MIDI mafia, all that sort of shit. 0 to 3 meters. Shots by KD and Book. So at the rim. Book shooting 78%. KD shooting 87%. Book is taking 15% of his shots from that range. KD's taking 14% of his shots in that range. Is that fucking mind-blowingly fucking dumb? If you're that effective in that range, why are you why are you fucking not there like fucking 40% of your shots?
That should have been your flog of the week.
And from deep. And the reason I fucking looked at it is KD's leading the league in 3-point percentage, and I just want to see him let it fucking fly, man. That cunt's shooting 60% from the corners, and he's taking fucking fuck all from there. I know the offense isn't built to give him them shots, but fucking look at the numbers, man, and fucking play to your strengths, especially right now, especially if you're in a hole like we were against the Clippers. But KD's shooting 47% from deep, and he's 23% of his shots are coming from deep. Then we got fucking Book, 39% on the season. But he's taking 28% of his shots from there. But what I'm saying is, even that Booker number, that's above average. That's above league average. I want to see that up a bit more. Overall, and then I'll let you guys fucking maybe get as angry as I am about the shit. Overall, with them two, like right at the rim and from deep, Booker's taking 43% of his shots from them two areas. KD's taking 37% of his shots. I know the MIDI mafia served us well, and the mid-range game it's fucking nice for us. But man, when you are fucking lighting it up and it's like it's a big green circle around your feet, man, we need to fucking take more than 37% of our shots from them areas where we're so effective. Just kind of annoys me when we have a loss like that. It didn't annoy me as much when we were on our 4-game win streak, but fucking yesterday it did. And Book's not getting to the line as much because of it. Fuck.
That's probably the most valuable input you've had in fuck knows how long. Appreciate
3
that.
years. 3 years. Boyd, last comments. Where do we find you?
You find me at Mudguts on the Mystery platform or at Buds83 on the Twitter and Boyd Crawley on the Facebook.
She's just giving all these details out.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you just send your address and fucking everything else? Jesus Christ.
You
Nate.
can't get blood out of a rock, mate. You can't.
Mate, at Nicky's Falcon on most of the social platforms. Yeah, well, Singapore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, Lucas.
Good luck finding me.
Feel free, Lucas, to log off and go to sleep like you told me you were doing.
It's
Follow us, Aussie Suns Fans, on Twitter, on YouTube, at Aussie Suns Fans Podcast on Facebook. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us. We had a ball. I'm live in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're at the game tomorrow, come catch up. Send me a message. Let's catch up. That this is true. I will allow it. You can be awake for 3 more minutes or 2 more minutes. Ultimately, I've come to Phoenix. I've bought Australia to Phoenix. And Phoenix has looked after Australia. But I'm here for 2 more days. And I've been here for 4 days so far. But ultimately, yeah, in Phoenix. The one thing I have not been here to do. I have not been here to fuck spiders.
Nope.
As Chris Paul gets in, another wide open 3.
Pierre Cardin.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a